We go. Are we officially live? Let's see if we are officially live. Let's give it a couple seconds. Let's give it a couple seconds before we do anything. Here we go. For all of you. I think we should be officially live. Let's see. Let's make sure. We should be. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, yes. We are officially live. Yes. For all of you watching around the world. Welcome to, yes, the main show, Ripper Crew. You know what time it is. We're number one. If you haven't already, hit that like button for the stream. If you haven't already, subscribe. And if this is your first time watching the live stream show, ladies and gentlemen, I got a great production for all of you. Yes. I got a great show for all of you that do not know. None of these streams are financial advice. All of these streams are reviews, mainly reviews, and cooking. Yes. Oof. I need a steak, man. I need a steak. And today I'm officially going to be doing a porterhouse and a T-bone. Ladies and gentlemen, today I need a steak for dinner. So I gotta get myself a steak. Went to go get myself a steak like Pretty Timmy. And for a lot of you, here we go. Cheap. Good price. This is the porterhouse I'm doing. And if you thought I'm only gonna eat one, I got two. And then that one's for tomorrow morning for my breakfast. You know, breakfast for champions. Breakfast for champions will be steak. Yes, steak. Beautiful steak. And I'm going to be presenting to you the prices, okay? For all of you that do not know, first one in the chat room today, I believe. First one in the chat room, I'm going to give a shout out to the chat room. First one in the chat room today was Farm Kitty. We had Casper PD. Second one, the men. Shout out to the men in the chat room. AM. Shout out to all my members. And also DT Cruiser. Shout out to DT Cruiser. All my members. Today, I'm going to be also doing reviews of the whiskey. Oof. Yes, we got, my father, Stogie, the judge, but I lowered the size. Did you see? We lowered the size. We're going to do this on the stream. This is officially 5x60. This is the Grand Robusto. Yes, Grand Robusto. That means it's smaller. It's actually the size of my, almost the size of my middle finger. There we go. It's almost the size of my middle finger. We're going to do this on the stream. We'll review it. We're also going to be doing some whiskeys. For all of you watching around the world, Deuces, we got Deuces boys. Shout out to Deuces boys and all my members. Remember, be part of the chat room. Enjoy the chat room. Super chats are priority usually on the stream. So if you send a super chat, I will stop whatever I'm doing on the stream. If you send a super chat, any kind of super chat, the bigger super chat usually gives you a bigger shout out throughout the stream. I'm gonna say this. Today, in honor of an inspiration that I got from one of our great followers, one of our great subscribers, one of our great wrenches. He decided to do one of my recipes, and I haven't had this recipe in probably 2 weeks, maybe a week. Point of the matter is, one of my favorite pieces is porterhouse. For a lot of you, I needed a piece of steak. And guess what? We got 2 pieces of steak. I got a T-bone too. So here we go. Let me just show you the T-bone. There you go, T-bone. I'm going to show you the price just so you have an idea. Depending on your city, your state, they go for different prices. I like to try to buy USDA choice. Reason why I buy USDA choice is because I can make this steak amazing. All you need is to be a good chef. Point is, there you go, the price. Look at how inexpensive. I saved about $10 by buying this one. Also, this one, I saved about $9 buying this one. This is my favorite one. This is the porterhouse, and I'm going to show you the price just so you guys. $10.99 a pound. It's not as thick as you might think, but it's pretty big. It's good enough for what I need. Today's Saturday for all of you watching. And we're going to be cooking this up. Before we start cooking it up, I just want to make sure you guys know these recipes that I give you, you can try them out as much as you want. There's nobody uses my recipe. Nobody in the world uses my recipe that I know. Most people out here, most of the men, they probably watch other YouTubers And the other YouTubers, what they do is, this is what they do. Other YouTubers will tell you, use just this. I'm here to tell you that you don't need to use just this. Okay? I'm going to say this right now. Now, I've been getting a lot of people tell me that, you know what, your recipes are so good that I'm literally feeding my wife, my kids, my friends, and it's a great, great recipe. And for all of you, you could use any of these recipes. I don't have a book yet, but I can tell you, this to me is a little bit more, how can I say the word? It saves me time and money. Okay, I could make my own seasoning. I've been told many times I make my own seasoning, but it saves me time and money when I actually put this black garlic and truffle mixed Kinders with a little bit of Thundering Longhorn. Thundering Longhorn, one of the main things is they use espresso, I believe, in here like coffee grains, and you have a little bit of pepper, a little bit of everything. Point of the matter is, I could do that, and I could make my own seasoning, but why would I? We have a show. We have a live stream show. We have a lot of things I have to do. I make sure that you know that I'm like you. Yes, I'm like you. I try to cut corners to save some part of my day. So if I like to cut corners, you cut corners too. You work. I understand. So guess what? This is what we're going to do. We're going to do this seasoning right here. Now, if I don't have any leftover of this, I brought backup, and my backup that I brought is this. Now, just so you guys have an idea, because I am hungry for some steak, I need some steak for dinner. Right, just because I'm having a steak doesn't mean that I eat steak every day. I eat steak maybe 4 times a week. Point of the matter is, I made sure to bring this one out. Okay, now let me tell you the difference. This does have that garlic that one has. Only thing is that one has a little bit of black garlic, a little bit different. This is a little bit lighter garlic. It's going to be more brighter. Okay, so if I run out of that one, I'm going to use this one, a replacement. Never mix 3 different seasonings. Never do that. 2 should be max. But this over here, if I don't use that Kinder's, like if I don't use that Kinder's, I will be using this one. We'll see if I have any left over. But this is the star. This is a star. Okay, I don't recommend many of you just use it by itself unless it's a brisket. If it's a brisket, use it by itself. You've seen me use this in brisket, and it's really, really good. Anyways, with brisket, I still add salt and pepper. I think for brisket, I add this too. With brisket. I think I do, but I don't remember. Point of the matter is, we'll probably do a brisket maybe in summertime. For all of you watching, you're here officially for some reviews too, some whiskey reviews, right? Some whiskey reviews. Now I'm going to say this, for a lot of you, I'm going to say this. We're going to do some reviews. Now we're also going to be pairing up that stogie. I'm going to tell you what's a great pairing with this stogie. If you don't like stogies, that's okay. You could be here for the whiskeys. Point of the matter is, the Judge. This is a smaller size. I believe we did a different Judge before, a little bit different size, but here are some whiskeys that we're going to add to the stream. So on the stream, I plan on putting Wild Turkey 70th anniversary, most likely, and then we have also Knob Creek 15. You guys know what I think of Knob Creek 15. Has a good amount of oak, and the presence of that fruity note on here makes this whiskey one of the best whiskeys in the lineup of the Knob Creek lineup. Yes, one of the best. I love this. I only have 2 bottles left of this, so I have to take this one in strides. Another one that I like, Rebel 10-year. Don't think just because it's a beautiful bottle, it's amazing. It's good. It's really good. One thing that stands out to me on this bottle is the honey. There's a little bit of honey that stands out to me, and it makes that oak, that woody oak, very sweet and nice. Rebel 10-year, really good. Would I recommend many of you to buy this for $120? No. I don't know if I would recommend you guys to buy this for $120, $130, $150. But if you can find it for $80 or maybe under $100, give it a shot. Give it a shot. Now, I do want to put this one on stream because many of you still have the possibility to buy this. This is an inexpensive whiskey, and nobody talks about this. Why does nobody talk about this? Because it's not a very popular brand. It's not a very popular bottling. But I'm here to tell you that it's for a reason why it's on the stream. It's on the stream because it's good. If I put something on the stream, it's because it's really good. It has an age statement, age 5 years at least. But the one thing that stands out to me on this one is the finish. The finish has almost like a sherry finish, which is very unique. And last night, I remember, it has nuttiness and sherry. We're going to see if we can find that. I'm looking, out of all of them, I'm looking forward to this one, okay? Even though this is the cheapest one, I am looking forward to the cheapest one. It's crazy, right? Doesn't have to be the price. And the star, oof. The star, yes, look at this thing. Tiffany Blue. If you haven't, hit that like button for the algorithm. This is a beautiful bottle. And not only is this beautiful, it is really good. I have told many of you about this. Many people have bought it, and many people haven't even wanted to buy it. This is under $50, and it's one of the best bangs for buck that you can get. Remember, presentation's key, and they did a great presentation on here. I'm going to say this over here, DT Cruz in the chat room. Shout out to DT Cruiser. He says, DT Cruiser says he wish he could find that Rebel 10-year for under 125. Personally, for 125, instead of the Rebel 10-year, I would personally tell you, buy this. This is $50. I think 40 some bucks. Okay, this is 40 some bucks. I'd rather some of you buy this. Okay, save yourself some money. You'll get 2 whiskeys. I'd rather you guys buy this and this. And I'm just going to say, I'm going to rip it up before even drinking this, before even buying this. Okay, the worst whiskey out here might be this one. Maybe. We're going to see. Might be that one, or it might be this one, okay? Or, oof, it might be. This might be the worst whiskey on the stream. Ben Holiday. I'm not a fan of this. Honestly, one of the worst whiskeys I have in my collection, but we're going to drink it. We're going to talk about it, and just want to let you know, I do have some bad whiskey here on the side, but I didn't want to show that one. But yes, I got some bad ones. We also have the possibility to drink this. I wanted something a little bit different. Over here, Bob Loves Whiskey said he loves that Ben Holiday. Okay, anyways, Penelope, we're probably going to drink this. We're going to see how many we're going to drink. The point of the matter is, we're here, yes, because I'm hungry. I need a steak for dinner. Okay? I need a steak for dinner. So the price here, I paid about $12 with tax. Comes out to about $13 for this one. So we got the T-bone, and we also have the porterhouse. Okay, so we're going to open this up, and let's start moving some of the seasonings out of the way. I don't know if I have any more of this. Now, you're probably asking, oh, these companies send me this. This is why he promotes this so much. No, that's wrong. The reason why I promote this so much freely is because you guys, yes, you guys, all you members and all you that send super chats, just like Bob Loves Whiskey. Bob Loves Whiskey loves to send super chats. Farm Kitty and all of you that lately have been sending super chats. You guys are the reason why I do this. I show brands. I can show brands here without getting sent free items, because I don't feel like free item would be encouraging for some of you to watch. If I was to get any of these products for free, it would be a positive stream. I want to be able to rip up any bottle here. If something's bad on here, if any seasoning is horrible and it ruins my whole day, I want to be able to say it. So this is why I buy my own items. This is why we only show the best. And for a lot of you, I really appreciate all of you for hitting that like button. I appreciate all of you also for sending super chats and always renewing your memberships on these streams. Anyways, point of matter is we're going to move this, and let's start popping this open. You're probably wondering, why do you do this? Why do you do this? Why don't you just put it in the water? You don't put steak in the water, my man. You don't, okay? Why am I doing this? Because I'm trying to take out the moisture that this might have. All right, this is why I do it. It's just to take out the moisture a little bit on one side at least. Okay, one side. I know I forgot something. I think I forgot something. I think I forgot olive oil. But the point of the matter is, you got to take out a little bit of that moisture. Especially at the end of the day, that blood just makes it harder to make those beautiful seasonings go through the meat. So again, we have two of them over here. Yes, we have a porterhouse, and we have a T-bone. Shout out to Pretty Timmy. Shout out to Pretty Timmy. Anyways, point of the matter is, today if we get a super chat, man, boy, am I gonna scream. We got a super chat today on the stream. I'm going to scream so hard, you guys are going to think I won the lottery. Here we go. We're going to drink a whiskey. Now, what whiskey am I going to drink to start off? Is it going to be Penelope? I kind of want to drink Penelope. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I kind of want to start the stream off drinking Penelope. The toasted, yes? The toasted. You know what? Maybe we're going to do that. This is 100 proof. And it's really, really good. I do tell all of you I don't like showing Penelope, but a lady, oh, shoot, got a $5 super chat. Start off the stream. Bob Loves Whiskey. Thank you so much, Bob Loves Whiskey, for always being a part of the stream and sending super chats. Scream, baby. Yes, yes. There you go, Bob Loves Whiskey. Thank you so much. If you don't know Bob Loves Whiskey, he's the one that donated to us. Well, not donated. He gifted me. Okay, he gifted me. You see over there, Florida Panthers. Boom, boom. He gifted us the banner. I don't have time to be doing too many things, so he gifted us that, and we put it on the show. And for all of you, yes, you thought I bought that Florida Panthers? No. Bob Loves Whiskey gifted us that, and I really appreciate it, my man. Looks great on the stream on a daily basis. Anyways, the point of the matter is, here we go. We should do Bob Loves Whiskey's favorite whiskey. Oof. Bob Loves Whiskey. One of his favorites is this one. And for some of you that do not know, I can't stand this son of a gun. I just can't stand it. If I can't stand it, maybe some of you will not be able to stand it. I don't even like putting on the stream, but I'm putting on the stream today because we're going to have a stogie, and we're also going to need a little bit of sweetness on that stogie. I do know there's a little bit sweet, but again, let's take this off the screen, and man down. Let's take it off the screen. We're going to put Penelope. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Start off the stream. Don't forget to hit that like. But let's pour up some Penelope. Let's pour up some Penelope. So here we go. First one that we're going to start off with will be Penelope. I got whatever I dropped. Good. All right. So first thing is first. Let's go with the whiskey. First things first for Penelope. Here we go. Let's drink this up for all of you. Let's drink this up. Beautiful, beautiful presentation. Yes, look at that. Shout out to all my members. Today's Saturday. I hope you enjoyed this relaxing stream. Am I going to scream some more? Shout out to Bob Loves Whiskey. Thank you so much. Let's drink this up. That's an absolute banger. That's a cracker right there, man. That's a banger, man. Is it monstrous? You're probably asking, what the hell does monstrous mean, Reaper? It's bigger. Monstrous means that it's bigger than a monster. If something's monster, that means it's damn good. And for the hip boys out there, when you say fire, something's fire, that means it's in fuego, it's real good. And the point of the matter is, this is really good. Outstanding. You do get that oak, that beautiful, almost like a charred up, nice, beautiful, charred up, sweet oak. And it makes this very, very, very pleasant. This is one of the best toasted barrels out there. If you guys don't know, my favorite toasted barrel is Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel. This is not anything close, personally, it's not anything close to Elijah Craig. This is Penelope. The difference between both of them, which if you don't know about whiskeys, well, maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll drink Elijah Craig toasted. But the difference between this one and the one that I just talked about is that this one is higher proof. 100 proof. You could tell there's a little bit of 100 proof. You could tell that it has a little bit more alcohol content. You could tell it's a little bit more richer, stronger, and a little bit more rounded. Now, the other one that I'm talking about, is Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel, and that one's like very soft, smooth, beautiful, almost marshmallow. And toasted, beautiful. I believe last time I remember it had like caramel. But we'll talk about that one tomorrow. I do have to tell you, these streams, if you're watching these streams, over here, now DT, I know DT, he likes Basil Hayden. I personally, the Basil Hayden that I have, I don't like to even show the whole line. I just don't feel that Basil Hayden has... I don't feel that the Basil Hayden has the price point, okay? This is why we don't show on the stream. The price point on Basil Hayden is not good. I'm going to explain to you why. So this one over here goes for about, if you could find it for a good price, $55, $45, and sometimes even $66.99, okay? So the price range on this is really magnificent. Now when it comes to other bottles just like the Basil Hayden, there's an issue with the price. The price is a little bit too much for almost watery. Why am I tripping on my words today? It's almost thin. It's not chewable. Basil Hayden to me is thin. It's not chewable. It's watery. And it's good for a lot of people out there that don't want a lot of whiskey, a lot of power, a lot of richness. Some people don't want it to be chewable. Some people don't want it to be full body. Some people don't want it even to be medium. For some whiskeys out there, there's people out here that they just want to sip on a whiskey that they almost don't taste. They taste a little bit, but then it goes away. And to me, as a whiskey enthusiast, right? I don't like that. The only times I like that is if it's really, really hot. If it's summertime, I can tell you if there's a short finish whiskey, if there's something that's very light, I like it in summertime. But paying $100 for a whiskey and it's super thin, or $80 for a whiskey is super thin. Paying $70 and it's super thin, doesn't have full body, and it just doesn't give you that finish. I personally don't think that, to me, that's value. That's why we don't put it on the show, but I think we're going to have to put it on the show with Basil Hayden's, our Basil Hayden's. We're probably going to put on the show the bad whiskeys. We're going to do one of those shows eventually. I just don't want to be too negative on the show, but we will be probably doing that very soon in the next, maybe next week. Anyways, point of matter is, let's drink this up. And we're going to start cooking this, and we're going to start seasoning. So, to start seasoning, we're going to start putting some things that I might be putting on the stream. So here we go. We're going to put some of this. And I hope you understand this is a live stream. So for a lot of you watching, there's no editing. There's no editing involved. I don't have a script. This is officially exactly what we're doing. And I'm pretty confident to say that you guys are going to have a good time. Okay, here we go. Let's start drinking this. Bottomless whiskey, thanks so much for the $5. So I'm looking forward to this. Now, you guys probably don't think anything of this, but to me, I do. Now, this over here, it's shorter than the last one we had. It's also thicker. This one is 5x60, and I think the other one's a little bit thinner. Now, the thickness on a stogie, any kind of stogie that's thicker or thinner, you're also going to get a little bit more flavor sometimes, a little bit more body, okay, a little bit more body. And not only that, I'm going to say the grill's already on for anybody wondering. The grill's already on. The grill stays on. It's 350 right now. But over here, we're going to do this. I can't wait to do this. As a matter of fact, I should unwrap this, yes? I'm going to unwrap this soon. Let's start seasoning. Let's start seasoning this. Okay, first things first, we're going to get some extra virgin olive oil. This is what I'm using. It's a robust. This is beautiful looking. Look at that, look at that. That is beautiful. Okay, we're going to start putting this on here. Let's start moving some stuff. We can start moving some stuff over here. Boom. There we have room. Oof. Dropped it. Okay, let's start putting olive oil. So here we go, olive oil. Beautiful. Let's start turning this. Make sure both sides have olive oil. Okay, we're gonna turn this up. Looks really good. All right, so you're gonna slide this up. Over here, Bob, those whiskey last super chatter. The B&B, the Bib and Tucker, the one that I recommended. Get that one, the double char. Get the double char. It's $45, I think it is. You need to buy that one. It's really good. We probably put it on the stream tomorrow. Anyways, for all of you watching, here we go. First is first. We're going to start using the prime steak. I'm going to do one by one because I don't know if I have enough. I don't know if I have enough of this. So I'm going to do one by one. I'm going to start with the porterhouse, I think. Yeah, let's start with the porterhouse. I thought I didn't have enough, but we have enough. We have enough, so I'm going to put both of them already. Put both of them right here. So you want to put a little layer. Again, Kinder's prime steak. Don't put a big layer. Put a light layer. Farm Kitty. Yes. Farm Kitty. There you go. I'm screaming out for all of you. Over here, Farm Kitty with a $10 super chat. Farm Kitty. Here we go. A super chat, $10 super chat, the second super chat we got today. And over here, Farm Kitty says, Ripper Crew, you know what time it is? We're number one. She says over here, cheers to all the fellas in the chat room. Wifey, if you're watching, I love you, she says. Farm Kitty, huge shout outs to Farm Kitty. Huge shout outs to Farm Kitty. I know today is officially Saturday. There's a lot of people that are out and about, yes, and for all of you that are in and about, I hope you're enjoying this stream. If this inspires you, just like I inspired Pretty Timmy, well, guess what, Pretty Timmy, he inspired me too. So for a lot of you, if this inspires you, go out there, get yourself a steak, make yourself a good steak, and make sure you use the seasoning that I do. Okay, here we go. Thank you so much, Farm Kitty, for the $10 super chat. So here we go, Thundering Longhorn. We're gonna dose it up. Now there's gonna be the main one. So now you can put a good amount. There we go. You put a good amount now. Looking good, baby. Looking good, baby. That's good. Yeah. Yes. That is good. Okay, so now it's time for us to turn this. I just want to make sure you guys see. Looks beautiful. Oh, looks good, looks good. Looks real nice. Let's turn this. Let's also turn this one here. Oof. Oof. Looks real good. You know what looks better if I put it in the long way? We put the long way, right? I think it looks better the long way, doesn't it? No, 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 no. Looks better this way. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It doesn't look better this way. It looks better this way. Yes, yes. Now that's a performance right there. Yes, yes. On the screen, it just looks so much better. Okay, here we go, Farm Kitty. Well, Farm Kitty, you pick. What whiskey do we have next? What whiskey do we have next? You pick. You send a super chat, so you get to pick. And here we go. We're gonna start drinking a different whiskey. Okay, here we go. Let's drink this up. All right, we're gonna light this up over here with Kinder's a prime steak. If you can't tell, I put a light layer of this, okay? I'm gonna say, you see how light layer? Gentlemen, put a light layer. Don't go heavy. Do not go heavy on this. Okay, this is gonna give you the add-on. It's gonna give you like that, oof. I'm gonna give you that black garlic. It's gonna give you that truffle. So make sure, okay? Bing bang! Just put a little bit. If some of you don't know what I just said, I don't know either. Here we go. Now we're gonna do the Thundering Longhorn. Again, why is this one good? Is because they use a little bit of what's the word? Coffee. A little bit of coffee in here. They use a little bit of coffee. Farm Kitty says in the chat room, what whiskey she pick? What whiskey Farm Kitty picks? She sent super chat. So here we go. We're gonna start doing this. Okay, here we go. That's good. Woo! That's real nice. Real nice. Okay, so these are the seasonings that I use today. Those are the seasonings that I use today on the stream. You see here. You see here. Those are the. You can take a photo if you guys want to. Please take a photo. Please take a photo. Please take a photo. Okay, I gotta make sure that the Reaper crew is eating right. I want to make sure you don't waste your time a whole hour cooking and all of a sudden using the wrong seasoning. Okay? You know what that is. It's a waste of time. None of you boys and none of you ladies want to waste of time. So take a photo of this. That's what you're going to be using. Don't open up a book and say you did it. I'll find you. I'll find you. I'm just joking. You can make a book if you want to. Point of the matter is, it's hard to replicate, okay? It's hard to replicate. I'm just saying. Anyways, Farm Kitty in the chat room, let me see. What whiskey do you want me to drink, Farm Kitty? You get to pick 3 colonies, she says. She said 3 colonies. That's good. That's good. That's good she said that. Because I think that's what I'm going to drink. And for a lot of you, you guys already know what the drill is. You gotta let this steak breathe. Okay, this steak is going to be quick to cook. And before I even say quick to cook, we got a little bit over here. Look, I'm just going to show you. I missed a little bit. Right here, you see the red? I missed a little bit. We also got to do the sand, so I missed a little bit. It's okay. Here we go. It's okay. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Tony Montana style. It's okay. It's okay. All right, here we go. We're going to start doing the sands. Make sure to do the sands. If you don't do the sands, what you doing, my man? There you go. Do the sands. Beautiful. Do the sands. If you ain't doing the sands, what you doing, my man? Ooh, that looks good. All right, here we go. Let's do the sands over here on this T-bone. Look at that T-bone. You see that? You got to get that. You got to get that sand, boy. You got to get that sand, boy. Oof, look at this. Oof, look at how beautiful. So Farm Kitty that sent the last super chat, we're going to be drinking that. We're going to be drinking that Colony. Look at that, boy. Dang. Got nothing on that, twin? Got nothing on that. Okay, here we go. We're going to flip this around. Oof. Look at those bad, bad boys. Look at those bad boys. Shout out to the USA. Shout out to all my members. Shout out to everybody watching. If you're watching from a different country, welcome to the show. This is the Whiskey Reaper channel. I am the Reaper, and I'm about to cook up some magic. Yes, I'm about to cook up some magic. Man, that one just came out of my head. I don't know how I think of these quotes. It's crazy. Just think of these quotes like nothing. We have Who Dat in the chat room. Oh, we got Who Dat. Okay, anyways, point of the matter is, look at here. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to cook this up. You guys already know how I work with this meat. I put it on the grill. The grill's already on. Now, the other thing I'm going to say is before we even go to doing this meat, you think I'm going to just finish the stream early and just cook the meat and say, sayonara, suckers? It ain't happening here, okay? We stream every day because of all of you. You are the reason why that we stream every day. If you're subscribed, if you hit that like button, if you're watching right now, if you are officially one of our fans and one of our followers, one of our subscribers, one of our ranches, one of our members, we do this for you. Yes, I do this for you. And I just want to let you guys know, it's hard doing this. I'm sweating out here, man. I'm sweating out here, but we're still rolling. We're still doing the reviews. The ladies love it. The men love it. What else do we need? Do we need an alien from another world to be watching us at the end of the stream when I give a shout out to the U.S. Space Force? Oof, do I have to have, I don't know, man. I'm starting to think Elon Musk is an alien. I don't know how many of you think that. I'm starting to think he's an alien. Anyways, point of the matter is, Who Dat? Hey, go Who Dat with the $20 super chat. Up in the house, $20 super chat, Who Dat? Thank you so much, Who Dat. She says over here, Reaper meat. Oh, that's a good one. A Reaper meat. Number one. I'm gonna do that real quick. That's a good one. I like that one. I like that. She says over here, I'm gonna do it right now, so that everybody can hear it. Reaper meat number one. Reaper meat number one. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. That is American dollars. $20 American dollars from Who Dat. If you don't know Who Dat, she's one of the biggest super chatters of the last couple of weeks. It was insane. She broke the record. On this channel. I think the channel had, Edgar Romeo was one of the ones that had the record. We had Miss Allison, which was another one that had a record. And now we have Who Dat in the top record books on this channel. If you want to be part of the channel, members, remember, you just have to be here weekly, okay? You have to be here weekly. Just like the people out here go to church, same thing. This is your church. Enjoy it. Be positive. Enjoy the reviews, and don't get buck wild. If you get buck wild, get buck wild after the stream. For all of you watching, you guys are amazing. Who Dat, thank you so much for the super chat. So here we go. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna be cooking this up. Before we cook this up. Before we cook this up, we about to do what Farm Kitty said she wanted me to do. She just said on the super chat she wanted me to do that. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna put this over here. Bang. We're gonna do that, and then oof. What else are we gonna do? We're gonna put this over here. Boom, boom. And then we're gonna do boom, boom. Oh yes. By the way, Who Dat, you're going to be, Who Dat, next week I'm going to be sending you your gifts. Okay, Who Dat? Next week, I'm going to be sending you your gifts. Any of you want gifts? Any of you want care packages, you know what have to you do. You just have to be here. You have to be here, okay? I've given away so much stuff. Thousands of dollars I've gave out. Okay? And I just want to say for any of you that got fragrances, for any of you that got anything from me, I really appreciate you. Next week you're gonna get your package. I'm gonna send it off next week. I've been busy this week, my power went out, but you know what the drill is. Okay? We're busy. Anyways, we're gonna start doing this. Shout out to who that? My father, the judge. My father, the judge. We're gonna start doing this. Before we do this, let's take some time and give it. Let's take some time and give a little bit of a shout out to Owala. Owala. This is a great bottle company. All you have to do is click it and let's see. Just boom. All right, look at it. That's that's an amazing water keeper. Let's open this up. Somebody said Whiskey Church. That's a good one. Whiskey Church. You're probably wondering where my hands are. I'm getting Parkinson's over here. My father, the judge. So this is a smaller version, okay? The smaller version of the last one we did. A Grand Robusto 5x60. This one got a top awards on. Okay, top awards. Shout out to the New Orleans Saints. I really thought that's where Who Dat got her name from. Okay, this is the part that I'm really looking forward to. Okay, we're gonna start pairing up some of these whiskeys. My father, the judge, smaller size, Grand Robusto, and let's lick the tip. All right, let's punch it. Now there's two options I could do. I could do a straight cut. I could do a straight cut, or I could punch it. Okay, I want to punch it. I'm gonna say this. I like my own Stogie better than this. I'm gonna say this off the rip. I'm just gonna say it off the rip. I enjoy my own Reaper exclusive more than that one. I just want to tell you guys that I enjoy my Reaper exclusive more than this Stogie. So again, for some of you, we're reviewing this because this is for all of you. Okay, this is for all of you. Here we go. So this is a small size. Let's torch this up. Let's toast this up. Yes. Here we go. My father, the judge, is a smaller size. Smaller size. Dang, the aromas on this. The aromas, sweet woody cedar. I smell it in the air. It's almost the smell of my humidors when I open it up. The smells really, really good. Here we go. I'm looking forward to this. Somebody said AutoZone ladder. Ah, 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 that's a good one. That's my fake laugh, by the way. Anyways, we're going to do this over here. You guys amazing. Shout out to Who Dash. She says, I love you, Ripper Cool. Everybody hit that like button, subscribe. Okay, here we go. Jason Kane, I see Jason Kane. Okay, let's do this. It'll be small size. My mouth is watering like a pit bull looking at a piece of steak. My mouth is watering, you can tell. Here we go, Jason Kane with the $5 super chat. Jason Kane, he says over here, what up, Reaper Crew? He says, what up, Reaper Crew? Shout out to Jason Kane. I'm gonna say this. My mouth is watering. Man, my mouth is watering. Look at this. Oof. Jason Kane, let me just say this. Look at this. Look. Oh, looks insane. Okay, he also says, Jason Kane, before I do anything, here we go. Let's do the first puff. Ooh, little bit of woody pepper. Oof. This is nice. Here we go, Jason Kane. I'm gonna read the super chat right now. Here we go. Ooh, that's a nice little entry. Nice little entry on this thing. I'm gonna say this. Pepper's getting a little bit of hands right now. Woody note. Just a little bit woody. And I'm gonna say this. Jason Kane with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Jason Kane. He says over here, what up, Reaper Crew? Hope everyone is enjoying their weekend. I really hope everybody's enjoying their weekend too, Jason Kane. Today's Saturday. I do know that many of you are looking forward to the weekend, and today we're here. So, Jason Kane, shout outs for all you do to the stream. Me, moderator, appreciate you so much. Here we go. Let's pour. Let's clean this up. Who dat? Farm Kitty, Jason Kane, and Bob Loves Whiskey on the stream with super chats. Okay, here we go, Jason Kane. And for some of you watching, Porterhouse. Jason Kane says, Ash, a little bit more. Ooh, they're talking about meat and steakhouse. Woman to man talking in the chat room about meat and steakhouse. Woof. A little bit more with that. You want that big meat? You gotta get that porterhouse, baby. You want that big meat, baby? You need that porterhouse. Yeah, it's funny. Okay, here we go. Okay, let me start by saying it does have a bit of nuttiness. Okay, my father, the judge, has a little bit of nuttiness. Is that nuttiness going to go away when I have some of this whiskey? You never know, it might. But it's a little bit nutty. If you don't like a nutty profile, this is just not for you. Okay? If you don't like a nutty profile, it's not for you. Okay, we're going to start drinking this whiskey. Let's see how this is. The combo is here. And this is 13 Colony. 13 Colony, the Southern Rye Whiskey. Let's drink this up. Here we go. That's a monstrous pairing. That pairing's undefeated. Any pairing that you put with the 13 Colony, any Stogie, most of them come out really, really phenomenal. That is hell of a good. Really, really good. Really, really good. And there hasn't been a Stogie that hasn't gone, there hasn't been a stick that has not gone with this. It doesn't matter what stick it is. You buy any stick, you get any stick, you pair it up with this, you got the best combo in the planet. This is really undefeated when it comes to Stogies. Let's go with this one again. We just started up this. Construction is beautiful. My father's, they're pretty good, especially this one we did recently. Wasn't personally, construction I don't think was that great, but this one's really, really nice construction. Look at that. Super strong woods. Super strong woods. Nuttiness. Pepper is starting to get enhanced more. You could tell that this is one of the best Stogies out there that you probably ever find, especially if you're looking to maybe get into Stogies. This is one of the best. If you do not like this, this Stogie hobby is not for you. Okay, you have to go by steps. You can start by the cheapest, smallest. This is not inexpensive, about 13 bucks. About 13 bucks. Let's do this again. About $13, and it's pretty consistent. Pretty consistent on the flavor. One thing I don't like about short sticks is that it's really, really high. You see how it is? It's really hot on my hand. Like it's burning my hand right now. I'm touching, my palm is burning. My palm is burning. I usually don't like short little Robustos. I don't like short little Robustos, especially because my hands is just so big. My hand's so big, you know what I mean? Takes up almost the whole, it's half of it. My hand is like half of this. Crazy, man. Crazy. But it just, this Stogie leaves me with a nuttiness, almost like a nice nutty bitterness at the end. The pepper is very nice, and I'm also getting a heavy amount of earthy qualities to it. Most of the earthy qualities is just that tobacco, that leaf, that filler. And for a lot of you watching, I'm going to say this. If you don't know about any of these, my recommendation is have it with coffee. Like you have it with coffee. Here we go, let's drink this up. So this is 13 Colony. Let's drink this up again. The pairing on here is just, is beyond perfect. I don't think there's going to be a better whiskey than this. Honestly, I don't think there's going to be we're going to see. But this is probably going to be the best pairing right now. I kind of thought that this would be, because this has a little bit of nuttiness and fruitiness. This one, I don't think this is going to be a good pairing, but we'll see, maybe. Maybe it will be. Here we go. I think I'm going to have to take off the first band. I'm not going to take it off yet. An enhancement of nuttiness, just flowing. I feel like I'm in a baseball park. You know when you're at a baseball park and you decide, you know what? The pizza's too much money. The pizza's too much money. I'm just going to get a drink of some peanuts. I mean, you get cheap, you know, sometimes when you go to the ballpark and everything. The pizza, the hot dogs, the beer's too much money. So say you're on a budget, right? You go to the ballpark, what do you get? You either get nachos or maybe there's something cheaper. Pretzel. Even pretzels are expensive at a ballpark. But the main thing that's not expensive are peanuts. Peanuts are really not expensive at a ballpark. So it kind of gives me that ballpark vibe. Like if you're watching the Los Angeles Dodgers, right? Or you're going over there. You're going over there, and you're sitting. You're going to the Boston Fenway. You're going to Fenway Park, maybe. You know, you want to go see your boys over there in New York, New York Yankees. You have that peanut flavor in your mouth because you're having some peanuts, and you go, you get a beer. And then it just goes perfect, and your mouth just stays bitter, peanut bitter, and a little bit of well, with the beer, you give it a little bit of hop, a little bit of that lager. Anyways, the point of the matter is, it's good. It's really nice. We're gonna pair this up with a different whiskey. So let's start drinking this one here. We're gonna pair up with a different whiskey. Now, the whiskey that I want to put next is gonna be very, very not liked. I don't like this next one I'm about to put on, so I'm giving you guys an advance warning. Next one I'm about to put on, I do not like. Okay, advance warning to all of you. Let me pet my elephant real quick. Got to say hi to my elephant real quick. He's doing pretty good. You heard him. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is, we'll put it over here. There you go. Next one we're going to do is over here. I am not a fan. I'm not a fan of this. It's too sweet, man. But hey, you never know. Maybe it goes with that pepper finish, with that nutty profile, with that earthy kind of a feel. And for some of you wondering, is this a strong stogie? Yes, I think it's pretty strong. Pretty strong stogie. For some of you, it's just really strong. It's almost full body. It's almost full body. So for some of you, remember, this is box pressed. Box pressed. You guys already know when it comes to box pressed, they get a little bit strong. Okay, they get a little bit strong. So be careful. Let's drink the rest of this. And here we go. Let's drink the rest of this. That's such a good whiskey with this. That's such a good whiskey. We're gonna pour this one. Now the cool thing I like about this, they put like, it looks like Kentucky. Looks like Kentucky. You see that? They put that like they used to do back in the days. But this isn't Kentucky, right? This isn't Kentucky. Missouri. But it's cool that they put that. I think it's pretty cool. Let's pour ourselves this Ben Holiday. Ben Holiday. Hey, you never know. You never know. It might go good, really good with this stogie. You never know. This is why we're doing this. You never know. Before anything, let's get a little water. If you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button. Okay, here we go. First, I'm going to go and take a spin out of this, and then we're going to have the Ben Holiday. I'll tell you if it's good. Tell you if it's good pairing. I'm going to tell you if it's a good pairing. Let's try this out. First, let's go for this one. Full nut. Oh, that's a lot of nut. Okay, here we go. Let's drink this Ben Holiday. That is trash. Oh, that is trash. You know, those are oof. That is trash. Oof. I don't want to ruin this whiskey. I mean, I don't want to ruin this. Oh man, that's horrible. Ooh, that doesn't mix good. This reminds me of a very very bad corn piece of corn. It has too much of a sweetness. You could get a little bit of pepper on this one too, and the sweetness. I just don't feel that it goes. Especially the pepper that I got here. Pepper here with this sweet, sweet. Oh man, not a fan, not a fan. I don't want to put this on the screen anymore that I need to. But I'm going to try it one more time. You can't always judge the book by its cover from the first page. Here we go. That's bad. I need to dump that. That is not gonna go. I never dump whiskey, but this is the one. I gotta dump that. This is out of here. This is out of here. For any of you who like it, more for you. Anyways, we're gonna take that off the screen. I kind of it kind of left me with like a candy, candy candy finish, almost like a sweet corn, like super sweet corn, like one of those corns that they can't even sell to the. It's like one of those sweet corns that the farmers can't even sell because they're embarrassed to sell it. It's like so. What's the word that I can use? It's just. It's not good. I personally don't like it. I'm looking forward to this. Okay, let's be honest. This is why I threw away the Ben Holiday because I'm looking forward to this inexpensive whiskey. And we're gonna move. What are we gonna move? We're gonna move this over here. Boom. Bing. Bang. There you go. Okay, I'm looking forward to this. If you guys like Ben Holiday, so be it. This might not be your channel. Might not be your channel. I'm pretty honest, man. I'm pretty honest, and I just don't see the point in paying that price that you're paying for those Ben Holiday 6 years. Oof. I don't see the point. Okay, so the Driftless Glen. Again, this is a 5-year. This is a single barrel. Now, I do recommend you, if you do find it at the stores, just don't buy it. Don't buy it. Just give it a second. Grab one of the bottles, look and make sure it says a single barrel. You see how it says single barrel? Also, another thing you should judge on this bottle, you should judge the age statement. You see here, you got a 5-year age statement. That's when you really know you got something. Let's pop this open. Now, last I remember, again, what I tell you, it had a little bit of a sweetness on the finish, and it had a nuttiness, nutty little profile. Here we go. Let's see. This is a very new distillery, Somebody said, oh, yes, so. Oh, man, somebody need to throw that in the trash. Somebody need to throw that in the trash. Oh, yes, so, straight dookie. Straight dookie in the house. Anyways, here we go. Let's do this, Glenn. Driftless Glenn. Driftless Glenn. Let's do this. That is so good. That's what I'm talking about. And now we're talking. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. You get a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of caramel, nuttiness. Nice nuttiness you get. Nice little nuttiness. And then you get almost like a cherry finish. Ooh, a cherry finish. That's absolutely remarkably good. Let's go with the Stogie. That is remarkably good with this. Really nice. That's an all-star combo. That's an all-star combo. Really good combo. Oh man, that's good. Oof, that's that's remarkably good. I'm gonna say this for a lot of you. I don't know how hard it is for some of you to find that bottle, the driftless Glen, driftless Glen. Don't know how hard it is, but you can't go wrong with a $30 bottle. If it's $30 or $40, you can't go wrong with this. This is really good for the price. Really, really good. Is it better than this? I think so. Now this is not going to go on the screen anymore. It's gone. Gone. Here we go. We're going to take off the band soon. Look, the band is already getting close. Really nice. Now you can see the construction. The construction is really good. Let's take off the first band. There you go. Take off the first band. Very nice. Okay, let me start by saying we're gonna drink. I want to drink this one next. Knob Creek 15. Let's clean my palate real quick. Okay, here we go. That's remarkable. I don't even need a stogie with that. That's remarkable. Damn, that's good. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Now we're getting close to the half point of this stogie. Am I going to take this off? I think I'm going to take it off because I feel like it's going to fall off any moment. I feel like it's going to fall off any more. So what you're going to do is what you're going to do. Here's what you're going to do. You're just going to go sideways, okay? You don't point it down. Go sideways. Here we go. I'm going to show you. Go sideways and roll the corners. Okay, sideways and roll the corners. It looks good. Really nice. As full body as you could get. Now, how do you know when something's full body? How do you know when something's full body? If it's strong aroma, your mouth stays with those flavors, right? When you could start tasting, that stogie kind of hitting you. When you start sweating a little bit, well, a little bit more than usual because I'm outside. Another keynote in full body is a little bit thicker. The smoke is going to be a little bit thicker. Also, the flavors are going to be a tad bit thicker. Most of the time, pepper starts enhancing, and full body, you're just going to get a thicker smoke, almost a chewable smoke. I could just taste everything, and it's just there. It's not smooth. It's thick. You could almost chew this when you have this in your mouth and just rolling around your mouth and just spitting it out. Here we go. Oh man, outstanding. Here we go. Let's drink some. Real good. And this enhances a little bit of those notes on that stogie. Sherry finish, a little bit of sweet caramel, beautiful caramel. You get a little bit of pepper on here that enhances that stogie. Nuttiness. Two nuts. Makes this really good. I do recommend a lot of you get this. A ton of you to get this. If you haven't bought it, I would tell you to definitely try to get it because it's a preferred one on the stream. I like it. I haven't showed it often, but you guys know I have a bunch of whiskeys. I have the whole store. So we're gonna do this one next. It's gonna be knob. It's gonna be that knob. It's gonna be that knob. We're going to do the nab. Nab 15, 100 proof. Oh, I didn't tell you the proofing on the driftless. Proofing on this one. Let's start with this one. Proofing on this one is 47.5% ABV, 95 proof on this one. 95 proof. We did this one. It's 100 proof. 100 proof. We also drank this one for a little bit, and I threw it in the lake. This should be bonded. Anything that says bonded and bond, 100 proof. This one over here. We just did this one just now. This one's 48 ABV. And that adds up to 96 proof. Really good. And now we're going to do the Knob Creek 15. Before we do the Knob Creek 15, I do know it's going to be the smell of that driftless is going to be staying. Let me see. Oof, so sweet and nice. That's freaking amazing. Here we go. Let's clean this up. Let's clean this up a little bit. Woo! Let's clean this up a little bit. Okay, here we go. Now, one thing I don't like about the Knob Creeks is the tops. Watch this. Bing! That's one thing I don't like about the knobs. The tops go bing real easy. Okay, you don't want that, right? Let's make sure it doesn't turn off, so let's keep on doing this. Still fully strong. All those notes that I told you are very much there. It's a little bit earthy now on the halfway point. A little bit more earthy now on the halfway point. Here we go. Knob Creek 15. Oh man, the finish on that stogie. Wow. Strong finish. Wow. I'm getting a tad bit of leather. I'm getting a little tad bit of leather on that finish. Little tad bit of leather, and it's getting almost a little bit what's the word that I can use? It's getting almost like toasted. It almost has like a toasted barrel finish kind of a note, like char kind of a finish. It has a strong finish. I'm gonna say that it has a strong little finish. Here we go. Let's have it with the Knob Creek 15. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. A ton of fruits. Oak, strong oak. I'm getting a little bit of a... That's a lot of oak. Fruits. Nice fruits. Man, a little bit of pepper. A little bit of pepper on here, a little bit of fruits. A lot of oak. That's remarkable. That's ridiculously good. That's ridiculous. Now, how is this gonna go with this? Here we go. Let's see. So far, the winner right now is this. 13 Colony is currently the best pairing with this stogie. Let's drink a sip. That's delicious. The best whiskey on the stream so far. Now this is getting close to that. You get a lot of nuttiness. It's giving that nuttiness a little bit of action. Remember, Knob Creeks have that nuttiness, and this is just a good mix. I think if you have the money, if you guys have the money, this is what you need to buy. This stogie, right? If you end up buying this stogie, Knob Creek 15, ridiculous. Knob Creek 15, 100 proof. Probably better than, well, yeah, I'm gonna say it's not better by a mile. Not better by a mile. This is still real right there. It's just, the price is insane. This goes for about $200, $150, $100. MSRP used to be about $89.99 for this 15, I believe. It was a great price till people started noticing that it's $10 per year. Knob Creek 15, about $10 per year. Then the price of these started going up higher. But that is ridiculous. So far, this is a number one whiskey to pair up with your My Father. You know what I like about this too? The woodiness, the sweetness, the woodiness goes from the beginning to the middle. I love that. You could forget about the nuts, a little bit of nuts on here. But that woodiness, that woody sweetness, it goes really, really good and strong on this stogie. I love that a lot. It's like a cedar, super sweet cedar wood that you're getting on this. Again, I'm going to say really, really good pairing. The best pairing so far is this Knob Creek 15. We're going to put another whiskey. And for some of you, I know some of you have been wanting me to do this Rebel. We're going to do the Rebel. We're going to do the Rebel. We're going to do that Rebel, baby. Hey, do that Rebel, baby. All right, let's drink a little bit of water because there's no joke, man. Full body, full body. On the finish, it's keeping that finish strong. Beautiful, beautiful tobacco note, pepper note, and the one thing that's really kicking is there's a leather note on here. There's a leather note on here, leather note on here, and a leather note on here. Both of these should have a little bit of leather, but you could tell now this is getting a little bit of leather right here. I did tell you it was getting a little bit of leather when I was getting almost to the halfway point. Halfway point now, we're about halfway in. A little bit of leather on the finish. Some of you might not like that leather kind of a note. Some of you might not like that. But again, if you're not doing stogies, stick to another brand because this brand is really, it's a smooth brand, but there's a higher end one like this one. This is one of the higher end ones, top rated. Okay, we're gonna do Rebel 10-year. Rebel 10-year. Rebel 10-year. Okay, here we go. That is so different than all of them. A little bit of sweet oak. Very sweet oak. This is the sweetest oak out of all the whiskeys. Sweetest oak out of all the whiskeys. A little bit of honey. Oh, this is real good. Beautiful amount of caramel. The caramel on here is thick and rich. Thick and rich. A little bit of brown sugar. That oak note is really, since it's a 10-year, the oak note is really what's presenting itself a lot. And the honey. There's a honey aspect to this. But you can tell there's a little tad bit of a honey note. And get a little bit of white pepper on here. White pepper on here. Really nice. Again, this is black pepper. White pepper, a little bit different. Let's see how this goes. Here we go. Let's try this out. That is a good pairing. I think every whiskey I'm touching now is a great pairing. As a great pairing. Here we go. Let's drink this up. It's almost like white pepper. It almost has like a thin Aunt Jemima syrupy taste to it. A thin Aunt Jemima syrupy taste to it. A little bit of honey. So think of this. Just I'm going to present to you a picture. Think you just bought a honey, right? But the honey that you bought isn't thick. It's a little bit thin. So it's not going to be in your mouth rich, very thin. Think of that like that. It's a little bit thin, but it's nice and smooth. This is very, very smooth, this Rebel 10 here. But the one thing that's making this sweeter is actually the vanilla. There's a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of white pepper on here that's giving the pop of the finish. Oak note is just ridiculous. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Sweet, sweet milk. Sweet, sweet milk. That's not like sweet. It's like, this is like, what kind of reduced fat milk? You know, that green tap, like that, like green tap milk. I enjoy my red top milk. Okay, that's what I enjoy. Shout out to Jason Kane. Here we go. Let's see. That's a good competitor. That's a good competitor. Woo, that's a good competitor right there. Let me give you the rankings. Let me give you the rankings on the whiskeys. Whiskeys that go with this stogie. 1, Knob Creek 15. Number 1 with this stogie. You're probably wondering what's number 2. Oof. I'm gonna have to say this. Number 2 with the stogie. Rebel 10 year. Now you're probably wondering why I'm putting Rebel 10 year on number 2, other than you just said 13 called me. Yeah, but that's before I had this one. If you don't know, in Cuba, with some of their stogies, habanos, they put honey on the tip. So what they do is they wrap honey on the tip over here, right? They use it as a filter. They use it as a filter and a sweetener on some of their habano leaves over there in Cuba. Now, what does that honey do? It just sweetens up a little bit of that. That's stogie. Most of their full-body habanos have a strong amount of pepper in Cuba. So what they do is they put the honey on there, and it just filters out a lot of that full-body Cuban stogie. Again, this is not a Cuban stogie, obviously. But again, I will say, this does give you almost that vibe of honey. And if you never put honey on the tip of your stogie, put a little bit of honey. See what you're going to be missing. Now, if you don't have honey, just buy the Rebel 10 year. Buy the Rebel 10 year. You're going to see, it's almost the same. It's almost the same. It gives you that Cuban style stogie flavor with a little bit of honey. I do recommend a lot of you to do that. Put a little bit of honey. If you don't have that, just get the Rebel 10 year. Jason Kane in the chat room. Okay, Jason Kane says over here, just get $5. Wow, Reaper, I haven't even seen a Knob Creek 15. How is it? This is one of the best Knob Creeks. For some of you out there, you guys already know. The 18-year Knob Creek, it's too rich for some of you. Out of all the Knob Creeks that I would recommend, a 12-year is the 12-year is straight oak and sweetness. This one is fruity. It has a little bit of fruits on here that backs up that oak note, that some of you don't like. Now, this is a 15 year, so if this is a 15 year, it's supposed to taste the oak. You do taste it, but the fruity notes on here make it seem like it's not 15. It makes it seem like it's a little bit less in age. And I'm going to say, the one remarkable thing about this is the fruit note. It's always the best if I show it on the stream. Remember Jason Kane, it's always the best if I show it on the stream. It is one of the best Knob Creeks out there. I do have, I think I have 1 or 2 bottles left. 1 or 2 bottles left of this, and they're hard to find. Price on this one, tops I would pay is $120. $120 is what the tops I would pay in 2025 for one of those. Okay, don't pay $200. It's not worth it. It's not worth $200. But if you got the dough, pay whatever you want to. I don't tell you guys what not to do and what not to do. Okay, but definitely, which one do I recommend? If this is under $100, I tell you to buy this. If this is $200 at the store, $150, I would tell you to buy the Rebel 10-year. Don't buy this. If this is for $100, buy 2 of them. Buy 2 of them. Buy 3 of them. Buy 3 of them. If there's $100, it's $100 flat. Buy 3 of them. This is really good. Okay? There's my recommendation on those 2. But I'm going to say, nah, this Rebel 10, god dang, it's good. But I do recommend Jason Kane. Jason Kane, buy this. Okay? If you're into stogies, this is something you need to buy that. You need to buy that. It's inexpensive, and it's really, really, really good. Okay, it's really, really good. Okay, really, really good. Okay, we're gonna put another whiskey on here. Let's put that Wild Turkey, the 7th anniversary. You guys know the whole ordeal that happened with this on the stream, right? You guys saw the stream, right? If you guys are members, you know what happened with this one. Okay, I'm not going to repeat it on the stream. You know what happened with this one, and let's pop this open. So one of the hardest things about this is, by the way, I'm sweating. One of the hardest things about this is finding this bottle. This is a hard bottle to find. Most of them have been selling out like crazy, and it's very hard to find now. I think you're going to be able to have to pay $90 to $100 for that bottle. It's a very hard bottle to find now. When it first got released, it was a little bit about $49, about $50, but now, since the supply on this one is going very slim, the prices of these are getting a little bit higher. So I just want to let you guys know, if you do find this one, if you find it for $50, buy 2 of them. It's going to be harder to find, and there's going to be a short supply of them. You're probably asking, why is there a short supply? Because the 8-year has just been released. They released the standard 8-year, and everybody's buying the 8-year. It's going to be a production that everybody's going to be able to get. But this one is different. It's a lot different. Anyways, let's make sure that this isn't turned off. I'm going to say this. The thing is getting full body. It's getting really full body. Okay, let's drink this up. If you guys see the bottles that are low, because I like them. I drink them on the stream. I like them a lot. I don't drink them off the stream. Some of you probably think that I drink in the morning, in the afternoon, at nighttime. No, that's not the case. I drink them on the stream just for you. Okay, here we go. After this, this is gonna be the last one. We're gonna start cooking. Okay, this is gonna be the last one. We start cooking. Here we go. That's so good. That is so good. The amount of, oh man, that is so good. The amount of caramel on this, the amount of caramel on this whiskey, the amount of caramel on this whiskey is phenomenal. Let's see how this goes. The amount of caramel on this is phenomenal. Here we go. Wow. Wow. It changes completely. The nuttiness is a little bit sweeter. The caramel on here adds a little bit of power to this. This is a hell of a combo. Hell of a combo. For $50, a hell of a combo. Let's drink this up. That's so good. The brown sugar on here is beautiful. Caramel on here is beautiful. The vanilla is almost creamy. The store of this whole combination here. I'm going to say the store of this combination here is right here. I'm getting more leather with this. I'm getting more leather. This doesn't have a leather note that I remember. The amount of beautifulness on this, a little bit zesty, a little bit zesty, a little bit zesty. It gives it a good combo on here. But the main thing on here that makes this perfect, the juicy, strong, rich caramel that comes with this Wild Turkey 70th anniversary makes this stogie completely perfect. Wow, it's almost salty. It's a salty nut. Oof, it's a salty nut. Wow. Let me see. That's a salty nut. That's so good. I can't say that this is gonna throw off that 13 colony. But wow, man, what a comeback on some of these whiskeys. I feel like I'm watching a Los Angeles Dodgers game versus Athletics. This right here, man. I can't wait to put this in the rating. Okay, here we go. Oh man, it makes this salty. Makes this a little bit salty. It makes a nutty profile salty, like a nutty cashew. That's what it reminds me of now with just drinking this. It wasn't tasting like that. It wasn't tasting like that before. Wow, man. It almost like this whiskey makes me want to bite this. I'll be honest. This makes me want to bite this. Like if there's a Like this is a, like if it's a salty cashew with a little bit of a, what is it, pepper, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of what is it they put on those cashews that it has a little bit of seasoning? Like if it has a little bit of seasoning. This is remarkable. Remarkable, this wild turkey with this stogie. Okay, I gotta redo the lineup. Okay, so here we go. We gotta put some. This one goes on here too, right? Okay, let me show you. Let me show you the ratings. Let me show you the ratings over here. Do we have everything on the screen? No, we don't have everything on the screen. Let me put everything. It's hard to put everything on the screen. Okay, we put everything on the screen. All right, we have everything on the screen. Good. Okay, so let me give you the rating on here, just so I know in the future. Also, I just love to do this. It's good to do for myself and all of you. It's good to do. We're also going to put another line. So for all of you, if you haven't hit that like button, if you like the stream so far, hit that like button. Enjoy this. I'm going to give you the rating right now of all these whiskeys. Which whiskey goes with this? With my father's stogie, yes? We'll put the rating. Let's put a little bit more light on here so you guys can see. Let's put a little bit more light on here. There you go. Let's put a little bit more light. So, what we're going to do, we're going to put the rating. Okay, but I have to be sure of this. To be sure of this, I got to fill my bottle, my water bottle. Okay. So you're probably wondering why the hell I had to get water. Reason why is because I want to make sure on this rating that we got the perfect rating, okay? I got to make sure that we have the perfect rating. By the way, you see this? When this happens, let me show you what you got to do. You see this? It's getting off. Always do this. One thing to keep track of maintenance on your stogie when you're doing it, keep track. If it goes off like this, all you have to do is this. Let's give the final verdict of this and which whiskey will be number one, right? With this pairing. So let me pour this because I have to try this one more time, okay? This is good. Just a little lick, a little lick. A little gecko lick. A little gecko lick. Okay, here we go. First thing you want to do is drink your whiskey. Coat your palate, okay? So I'm going to do this. When I finish doing this, I'm going to give you the rating. Whoa. Wow. Wow. Wow, baby. Holy Lord. All right, here we go. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. We're number one. Okay, here we go. Rating. I'm going to start from last place, okay? Last place. Last place on the stream. We're going to start cooking soon. Been whole day. Trash. Doesn't go good with that. Okay, that's last place. Second to last. Personally, with this one. Second to last. Personally, with this one. Dang. Second to last with this one. Penelope toasted. There was too much. There was too much toast on toast. How can I say this? There's earthiness on that stogie and a little bit of heavy toast char. It was almost like char on that stogie, and then all this is too much. So this is last place. Second to last. Ben Holder was last place. It's still good whiskey. Don't get me wrong. Okay, if you can buy this whiskey out of all of these, it's a good price. Buy it. It still goes good with this stogie. Don't make me not make you want to buy this. It's still good. But it is second to last. Oh, this gets really hard. I did say that this one was really good with this pairing, but after having more whiskeys after this, we woke the hell up. Okay, we woke the hell up after having more whiskeys after this. This is really, really good. I'm not going to say this is bad. This should be close to number one, but it's not number one, unfortunately. You guys already know. If it's not number one, dang. If it's not number one, you ain't no winner. That's what it is. It's really good. Nutty profile with a little bit of nutty profile on this stogie. And you got that cherry finish, man. It's so good. If I could put this one number one, I would. But we had to be honest. We had to be transparent. And we got to literally put this one. I got to put this one in fifth place. It's inexpensive. The most cheapest whiskey on the stream. I still think this should be number one. My palate says otherwise. Glen. Driftless Glen, really good. Buy this one. I can guarantee you, if you don't have money to buy some of these whiskeys, your best. If you don't have money to buy any of these whiskeys because they're expensive, hard to find, this is your best bet. This will be your number one. Okay, for any of you that are broke out there, don't got money, you just only want to spend $30 for $35, $40. There you go. That is the best one for you. Okay, now number four. It's gonna be hard. Number four, man. Shit. Number four. I did say that this was probably one of the best, but there's a reason why that I don't put it on this. I don't put it on close to number one because I had whiskeys after it, and after I had the whiskeys after it, it kind of like woke me up again, just like this one. I'm gonna say this. This is outstanding. This is so good, man. Again, the same thing goes with this. It makes this stogie so good. It's still a good rating. It's still in the top 5. It's still good with this stogie. But I have to put this one in I got to put this one in the number 4 spot, okay? Number 4 spot. And it's inexpensive, $44. $44, so good. If you don't have money, I personally rather you get this one instead of the Driftless Glen. Okay, inexpensive, really good. Dang, that's good. As a matter of fact, I want to drink that right now. Number 3. Oh, this is hard. Now, number 3, I talked about this one already. It had that honey. It gave it that oomph. It made this taste like a Cuban stogie. This is what this whiskey made it seem like. And I was smoking a Cuban stogie. That's what it made me seem like. But I'm not from Cuba. I'm American. And personally, I'm going to say this. We're going to say it around here. Rebel 10 year will be the number 3 spot. It's really good. It gives it that honey. It gives it that sweet oak profile. And it does pair up really good with this. It pairs up really, really good with this. I'm going to say that's really good. 3 spot is a good spot, even though it's not number 1, right? Really good. Really outstanding. With this pairing, Rebel, oof, can't go wrong with that. Again, price on these goes different price. Don't go crazy looking for this, okay? This is not the best whiskey in the world, but it goes good pairing with this. I picked random whiskeys on the stream. Don't think I just started thinking. Don't think I started thinking what whiskey to put on the stream. I pick random. I have a bunch of. I got the liquor store. Number two. Now, if you know number two, you're gonna know number one. Now, the reason why it's number two is because. Why is it number two? First off, the price. That's why it's number two. Another reason why it's number two is because it beat all the other ones. It beat third place, fourth place, fifth place. It beat all the other ones. It's really insane. It pairs amazing with this because it almost pairs perfectly. What is this stogie missing? It's missing that sweetness. It has that sweet little oak, woody kind of a note on here, but it doesn't make it. If you're just having this with coffee, you're not going to get some of the fruity notes that this other whiskey is going to give you. Well, let me do this. So number two from me on the stream, Knob Creek 15. This is so good. This is so good, man. Knob Creek 15 is so good. It gives it that fruity kick. It gives it that it gives it that perfect amount of fruit note on there that you need. It gives it that oak profile, and it doesn't over oak this. It doesn't make this seem like, you know what, I'm having char smoke with some freaking oak, and then boom, it's boring. No, it's not boring. It makes this one a little bit different. And I like that about this. A little bit of caramel fruit and oak on here doesn't go bad. It goes amazing. I would recommend this for any of you. If you find 3 bottles of this at the store for $100, spend the $300 for 3 bottles. Keep this in your arsenal. It is really good with a lot of stogies, and it's one of the best Knob Creeks out there. As a matter of fact, this might be, I forgot how I rated it. We did a blind one time with this one, a 12-year, an 18-year, and a 9-year. And I don't remember where this fell in, but I can say that that's a different stream. And this stream is number 2. And number one, with that, my father, Stogie, this Wild Turkey, whew, that Wild Turkey, whew, that Wild Turkey, woo, that Wild Turkey, that Wild Turkey with this stogie, it's a masterpiece, okay? There, I said it, it's a masterpiece. That stogie with this whiskey is a masterpiece. This whiskey doesn't have a complexity of a lot of notes as maybe some of the other ones have. One of the main things on this whiskey that makes this whiskey perfect with this is the rich caramel, strong, almost syrupy type of a vibe, creamy, beautiful. Vanilla, and it makes us go good with this. Remember, this whiskey doesn't have the pepper that you might think it might have. It has a little bit of pepper, it has a little bit of zest. Now, you're probably wondering what kind of zest. Again, I did tell you it has almost that 101 citrus on here, but the caramel is really what makes this insanely good. It is super smooth and chewable. Why it makes it chewable? Because of that caramel. The oak note on here is pretty present, and it's very nice, and it's perfect. Perfect, 10 out of 10. And it makes us a masterpiece just having it together. Now that I said that, I'm probably going to freaking do this right now with this. Here we go. Dang. Here we go. I'm going to try this out one more time. Let me see what the best whiskey and the stogie goes. Let's see. I said it was number 1, so let's see. That is number 1. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. The amount of caramel on here. the amount of richness, the pepper note on here that's giving me an amazing vibe. A little bit of nuttiness on here. This has no nut. That wild turkey 70, no nut. Oof. The perry on here is remarkable. The oak note on here is rich. You could chew this up. Mind you, you almost chew up this, you could chew up this smoke. Bang. Wow, man. That is goddamn, that's insane. And there's a reason why this also got number one. This got number one also because it's about $50 MSRP. Out of all of these, expensive, the most expensive one is that one, Knob Creek 15. This isn't, you could buy, say you buy this one for $150, you could buy three of these. You buy three of these, if you find them. It's god dang good. So, number one, pairing with my father, the judge. Wild Turkey 70th anniversary, 8-year. I'm blown away. I can't believe how good this is. And we're almost at the edge. For all of you watching, there you go. You got the final review of my father, yes, my father, the judge. The judge. What is the best ranking? There you go. There's the rankings. For all of you Reaper crew, it's finally time for us to go to the segment of cooking. You guys know I need some cooking. I need my steak for dinner. And for a lot of you watching, it's going to be quick. Very quick. Very, very quick. Very, very quick. Okay, very, very quick. Doing this steak is going to be so quick because it's not thick. So I do know that it's not going to take us a long time. So for what I'm going to do is let's start doing this. Let's start putting our steak on here. Jason Kane. I hope Jason Kane gets some of these things, man. I really hope he does. I save him some money. That way he doesn't have to buy all of these. I'm going to read the super chat right now. He sent a $10 super chat. Huge shout out to Jason Kane. I hope you're having a great day at work today, Jason Kane. Jason Kane with a $10 super chat on a Saturday. Jason Kane over here. He says over here, Jason Kane with the super chat says, I did not like the first batch of Henry McKenna, but the batch I recently bought was outstanding. I sent you a photo, he says. What does he say? He says, but the first one we recently bought was outstanding. I sent you a picture of the badge to the messenger. Jason Kane, tomorrow. I'm going to review tomorrow Henry McKenna. Okay, I'm going to review Henry McKenna. I'm going to say this, Jason Kane. I did say on the streams when I was drinking Henry McKenna, I told you guys, and a lot of you, maybe you guys didn't tune in, Henry McKenna goes by basically almost batches. They're not batches, but they're years. They're single barrel. Let me see if I can find a Henry McKenna. He sent a super chat, so I'm going to see if I can find my Henry McKenna. I have it somewhere in there. Where could I have, you know what, I'm not going to look for it. We're going to do it tomorrow. I'm gonna dedicate a stream tomorrow to the Henry McKenna and a couple other things. Jason Kane. So the Henry McKennas go by a year, okay? Every year, just like Blanton's. They're single barrel, so every year is going to have a certain age statement. And I did tell many of you, just like the Willett's pot still, you have to know the year that it got released. In the Willett pot still, the reserve, the pot still reserves, 2023, 2024, and the 2025 are amazing. Any of the previous years are garbage. You have to look at the years of when the Henry McKennas are released. You will know that some of them are better than other ones. So again, there you go, Jason Kane. I hope you actually learned a little bit of something by buying the Henry McKenna and learning that some of those are a little bit. Again, single barrels are different. You're paying for one barrel. Whatever's in that one barrel is what you're paying for. Sometimes it's a crap shoot. Sometimes a crap shoot. But the reason why single barrels are good is because, and this goes for Jason Kane because he sent his $10 super chat. You guys all can learn it from what I'm about to say. Every year there's a different temperature in Kentucky. Just like where you live, Jason Kane. I live in Miami and Florida. Every summer it gets hotter and hotter and hotter. In the 90s, it wasn't as hot as it was in the 2000s, but now we're at 2025. In Miami, it's super hot. In Kentucky, the temperature in Kentucky changes per year. Every year, the weather changes in Kentucky, the barrels will change and the whiskey will change a little bit. That goes for Texas. That goes for Indiana. That goes for Kentucky. So again, remember that. Every year, if they're single barrels, mainly for the single barrels, every year they will change a little bit because of the temperature of the climate, okay, of the climate of where those barrels are stored. So I'm going to tell you that for all of you. If there's ever a hot, hot summer, you might know that the year next, that whiskey might be real good or very bad, or if there's a snowstorm or snowing. So for some of you, I just want to make sure you guys know that. I know some of you probably don't know that. Hopefully you guys learned something. Okay, so we have all these here. We're going to start cooking. Okay, let's start cooking. And before we start cooking, I just want to make sure you guys know we're going to open up the grill. The grill's already on. All I need to do is put the steak. I just need to put the steak on there. Jason Kane. Here we go. And for all of you, Farm Kitty, shout out to Farm Kitty. And shout out to the ladies that are holding it down. Shout out to the ladies. Here we go. Shout out to the ladies holding it down. Let's make sure to open this up. What you want to do is, when you're cooking your steak, mind you, I wanted to eat steak today. You want to let that heat build up. Okay, let's let that heat build up before we put the steaks on there. Okay, let's let that heat build up before we put the steaks on there. Tomorrow the Florida Panthers are playing. Yes. The Florida Panthers are going to be playing tomorrow. Let's give a good look right here. What a good look right here. Boom. That's a good look right here. Oh, that's a good look. All right, we have this going. We're gonna put the T-bone and the porterhouse in here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Seasoned and beautiful. What am I drinking? Wild Turkey 70th anniversary. What do I need? I need butter, and I need the thong. Let me get that thong and a wooden planket. Let's make sure this builds up. Beautiful, it's building up. We're gonna put those steaks on here. We're gonna put those beautiful steaks. It's really hot now, so I think it's finally time for me to slap it on. Here we go. We're gonna slap on the porterhouse and the ribeye. Now, for some of you, you can let this heat build up. I like to put it on here sometimes when I just see the amber. You see, you start seeing the amber on here. I just like putting it on there sometimes. I don't sometimes like to wait for all the heat and the build up because then I'm rushing to turn it, flip it. This is a good way to start because all those drips are going to go into that charcoal and that charcoal is going to start flaring up. So this is a good way to start if you want to be like that. If you want to be wild man, sometimes I like to be wild man. You let the heat build up, a little bit of flare ups, and then bam, you put the steaks on there. But this is a good way to do it. Do it this way. It's a safer way. It's a safer way to do it. Okay. And for all of you that like the stream so far, I appreciate you. If you haven't hit that like button, subscribe over here. If you're watching, tap the screen a couple times. If you haven't already, if you already did it, you don't have to tap it again. I think I'm going to have to do something for Jason Kane. I'm going to drink the rest of this. Jason Kane, I might do something. Out here. Now, sometimes I like to put this in the butter, but I don't think I need to put that in the butter. I don't think I need to. We could put a little bit. You're going to have to put a little bit. There you go. Just a little bit. You don't got to put a lot. For Jason Kane, by the way, shout-outs are a member. Okay, shout-outs are a member. Biggest complimenter. Biggest complimenter. Salt, pepper, and onion powder. Maybe anything else is too much. There you go. That's a great way to think. Basic. If you guys don't know, If you're making wagyu salt, that's all you really need. If you're using USDA prime, salt and pepper is good. You can taste a lot of that meat. Okay, USDA choice. There's a lot of different things you could do with USDA choice. That's why I tell you guys, buy USDA choice. If you do buy USDA Prime, it's still amazing. You can still put those flavors on here. Remember, if you're grilling on the grill, it's amazing to have a lot of flavors. It's amazing to have a lot of flavors. But biggest compliment to her. Thank you so much for adding to the stream. Remember, comments are always welcome. And if you have a membership in the chat room, you get a little priority. Shout out to Jason Kane. So Jason Kane is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go look for my bottle should be somewhere close. Now we do have a little bit of got a little bit of flames. With these flames, I usually like to close the grill a little bit on the first run. I'm going to close it a little bit on the first run so that we don't get a lot of grill lines. Remember, grill lines sometimes make your steak a little bit bitter. You don't want it to be bitter. I'm going to repeat again. The grill lines can make your steak bitter, so be careful with that. All right, just okay. Tomorrow we're gonna do the Hannah McKenna. Okay, let's start doing this. Man, I think I know where it is. I have to move. I gotta move some of my whiskey. I know where it is. Let's flip this up. Should be ready to go. Ready to flip. Let me make sure the other side is good. Ooh, this bone. Oof. I got a lot of heat on here. Okay, I want to make sure to do this good. Remember, these are thick pieces, so you don't want to keep them on there for too long. Okay, 1 little minute should be good. Oof, I need to work on that right there. That's good. Look at that one. That's good. I got to work on this side. Holy Lord. That is good there. Mind you, these are thick pieces, so don't forget. I'm going to start putting some butter on here. Mind you, don't forget these are thick pieces. Although I usually do bigger pieces. Thicker pieces. This is a thinner of the few. This is a thinner piece than usual. So please don't be laughing at these steaks. They're thinner than usual. Thinner than usual, but still good. See, we have to work on this, but that's okay. We're good here. Let's start putting some butter on this side. Here we go, getting nice and charred up. Nice and charred up. Let's turn this around. Boom. Nice and charred up. Remember, these are thinner pieces of steak. They cook a little bit quicker. A little bit thinner pieces, so remember, or don't forget, you still got to do the side. Just because they're thin, you're not going to do the side. No, you have to do the side. You got to do the side. The fat part, you got to do the side. Remember, these are thinner pieces. This is good. This is good. We'll just one more time. I'll put a little bit of butter on here one more time. There you go. Let's put a full amount of butter now. Oof. And there we go, Reaper Crew. That's how quick it is. You don't have to do it for a long time, okay? That's it. That's all you had to do. Okay, here we go. Let's smack it one more time. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm gonna do it one side, and that's about it. One more side, and that's it. It's done. Remember, these are, don't forget, these are thinner pieces. That's it, it's over. That's it, it's over. Oof. Thinner pieces, that's it. That's all you gotta do. Thinner pieces of steak. You just gotta do for a little bit, not too long. It's good. Thinner pieces of steak just for a little bit. That's all you gotta do. That's how easy it is. Close the top of the grill. Close the bottom vent. That's all you have to do, babe. That's all you have to do. Okay, here we go. That's all you have to do. Now for some of you, let's go over here. One issue with the smaller pieces is you might not be able to get the perfect, precise charring you want to. Maybe. Most likely. Woo! That is a hot boy. Let me just show you. Oof. No char, no char. Don't want to put too much char on this. You put a little bit of char on this. Look at that. Okay. One of the main things on here that I like to tune in on is the sides. I like to tune into the sides. Okay. Ooh, the bone is just breaking off. The bone is breaking off. Oof. Again, this is what happens when you buy thinner pieces, but it's good. It's still good. I love the fact that for all of you watching, if you want to buy a thinner piece of steak, it still works for you, especially if you ate in the afternoon. This bone just literally broke. You can see. But for all of you watching, let me see if I can hold this over here. Oof, look at the drip. Okay, so for all of you watching, that's insanely good. Damn, that's good. Outstanding. Real good. Outstanding. Remarkable. Jason Kane. Jesse. Let me see the chat real quick just in case I missed anything. Jesse, I know Jesse. He had the membership, and for all of you on, shout out to Jesse. Shout out to all of you that hit the like button. Okay, so for all of you, let's go a little bit closer. Okay. One thing I have to say, this is what I used. I'm preparing you to show you what I used. I used this. That's all I used. Okay, this is a thin piece of steak. These are about 1 pound each. Very thin. So I want to make sure you guys know you don't have to cook this long. It's going to be quick and fast. Quick and fast. Unlike those thicker pieces of meat that I've always showed you guys. Just like those thicker pieces, yeah, a little bit kind of like that. But for all of you, I'm going to say this. Kinder's, Thunder Longhorn, real good. You don't have to get the grill lines because those grill lines are going to make this a little bit bitter, especially if it's thin. If it's a thin piece of steak, you don't want too much of those charred up pieces. You don't want too much of those grill lines. This is looking phenomenal. I can't wait to eat this. Kinders, shout out to Kinders, because without that, you know what, we don't have really a good steak. We need that Kinder. We need that Thunder Longhorn. We need that whiskey. I want to pour a little bit more. Just one more. And for all of you, look, today's Saturday. I hope you guys really enjoyed the stream on a Saturday. I really hope you did. Let's drink a sip. Outstanding whiskey. So good, man. So good. Ladies and gentlemen, for all of you watching, you guys already know thin steak doesn't mean you have to char it up on both sides. Keep the char to the minimum on these. One thing you have to do when you're buying thin steaks like this, butter, unsalted butter. Make sure to put unsalted butter on your thin pieces of ribeye, or if you have thin pieces of porterhouse or T-bone, put less. I mean, put butter. But make sure to put less seasoning because they're a little bit thin. For all of you watching around the world, let's drink it up. Hell of a stream. You guys already know what time it is. Hell of a stream. Reaper Crew. You know what time it is. We're number one on the stream on a Saturday. We're at $60. $60 on the stream on a Saturday on Super Chance. Thanks to all of you for adding to the stream on a Saturday. I really appreciate you so much. And again, let me just show you. It's dripping. Look at the drip. Oh, look at the drip. Look at how thin this is. So you see how thin it is? It's still amazing. Just because it's thin doesn't mean anything. It's really good. Dang. Ah, it's so good. Can't wait to have this. All of you. Florida Panthers play tomorrow. It's going to be a big day. Shoutouts to. Shoutouts to. Look at that. Ballers Whiskey, Farm Kitty. Jason Kane sends super chats. Who Dance sends super chats. Everybody sends super chats. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Ripper Crew, you know what time it is. We're number one. For all of you that have tuned into the stream on a weekly basis, it's going to be a public stream. You can go rewatch the stream however you want to. These steaks are £1 each. They're thin, but good. Shout outs to the USA, shout outs to USA, shout outs to U.S. Marines, U.S. Army, U.S. Navy, U.S. Air Force, and the U.S. Space Force battling the aliens over there on the moon. Shout outs to the law enforcement, all the law enforcement in the USA. Shout outs to the essential workers, all the nurses and doctors. And for a lot of you, we got to give the biggest shout outs to the Reaper Crew. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is? I see you. You guys are amazing. Thank you for tuning in. Who's going to be the last one I see in the chat room? Comment in the chat room. I'll give you a shout out if I see you last. If I see you last in the chat room, I'll comment in the chat room. Comment in the chat room. I'll see you last and I'll give you a shout out. Ladies and gentlemen, fantastic stream, whiskey stream, reviews on whiskeys, reviews on the stogie. What do you want to buy? You buy whatever you want to, but we will say that wild turkey's no joke. That wild turkey's no joke. Great Perry. Who's going to be the last one I see in the chat room? Who's going to be the last one I see in the chat room? Comment right now. Who is it? It's Jason Kane. I see you, Jason Kane. Reaper Crew, I'll see you soon. Reaper, signing out. Hit that like button if it's subscribed if you haven't. Don't forget we stream every single day. Watch those short videos, and I'll see you all soon. Reaper officially signing out. I'll see you tomorrow. What a stream.